Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is Mohammed Aljaber, and we are still working on chapter 4 exercises. Here we have question number 19, which we're going to be looking at in this video. So let's read the question together. The question says, City Street Fund has a portfolio of $450 million and liabilities of $10 million. Two requirements here. A, if there are 44 million shares outstanding, what is net asset value? Okay, so this is straightforward. We already have done this in previous exercises. And B, if a large investor redeems 1 million shares, what happens to the portfolio value, to shares outstanding, and to net asset value? Now this is a new application that we're going to be looking at. Okay, but let's start with A first. For A, we're going to be calculating net asset value. Okay, so we're going to take the market value of the assets, which is 450 million, minus the market value of the liabilities, which was given to us, 10 million. We're going to divide all that by the number of shares outstanding, which is 44 million shares. Okay, bring out our calculators and run the numbers. 450 million minus 10 million, that's 440 million, divided by 44 million, and that would give us a NAV of $10. Okay, now let's move on to part B. Part B says, if a large investor redeems 1 million shares, what happens to the portfolio value, to the shares outstanding, and to net asset value? Okay, now if an investor redeems his shares, based on NAV, we can calculate the effect that redemption process would have on NAV and the number of outstanding shares. Okay, considering our answer in part A, we calculated that NAV is at $10. That means that would be the price the investor would redeem his shares at. So the portfolio value which was 450 million, okay, will be reduced by $10 multiplied by 1 million shares. All right, so that means we will have 450 million minus 10 million. Okay, which will equal 440 million. All right, and the number of shares that was 44 million is now gonna be reduced by 1 million. So it will become 43 million shares. All right, now notice that I have started with the impact that redemption will have on the portfolio value and the number of shares first before I calculate the new net asset value. Why? Because I'm going to need both of these as the inputs to my new net asset value formula. Okay, so now that net asset value, or the new net asset value, is going to become 440 million, which is the new market value of the fund, minus 10 million, which is the market value of the fund's liabilities, divided by the new number of outstanding shares, which is 43 million. Okay. Now we can go back to our calculator and run the numbers and figure out the new net asset value. 440 million minus 10 million, that's 430 million, divided by 43 million. Okay, and NAV would still be at $10 per share, per share. Okay, that's how we can approach a question similar to question 19. Hope you found this video useful, and I'll see you in the next video, inshallah. Until then, take care.